Okay. Now we will read lesson number 49. Remember the rule 21. Remember the rule of 21. As I wrote in The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, it takes about 21 days to develop a new habit. Yet, most people give up on creating a positive life change after only the first few days when they experience the stress and the pain that is always associated with replacing old behaviors with new ones. New habits are much like a new pair of shoes. First, for the first few days, they will feel uncomfortable. But if you break them in for about 3 weeks, they will fit like a second skin. As a human being, we are genetically programmed to resist change and maintain a state of equilibrium. The condition known as homeostasis evolved naturally over time as a means by which our ancestors could survive constantly changing conditions. The problem is that the mechanism works to keep things as they are even when more favorable possibilities exist. And that is why we have such difficulty adopting new habits and overcoming the gravitational forces that prevent us from moving to the higher levels of living. But as a rocket uses more fuel during the first few minutes after the lift off than it does over the days that follows when it will cover more than half a million miles. Once you get past those first 21 days, you will find that staying on course with a new habit will be far easier than you imagined. Take the time to study your personal habits and promise to make the necessary changes. The quality of your life will be determined in a large measure by the nature of your habits. John Dryden observed, "We first make our habits and then then the habits make us." While Virginia Woolf wrote, "The skeleton of habit alone upholds the human frame." So ensure that your habits move you forward rather than holding you back. In the timeless pursuit of Silius, powerful indeed is the empire of habit. We're done with chapter number 49. We are moving to the next chapter, chapter 50. Practice forgiveness. Forgiving someone who has wronged you is actually a selfish act rather than a selfless one. Letting go of the hostility and hatred that you may have allowed to bottle up inside you is actually something you can do for yourself rather than the benefit of the other person. As I teach in my life coaching program, my life coaching programs, when you bear a grudge against someone, it is almost as if you carry that person along with you on the back. He drains your energy, enthusiasm, and peace of mind. But the moment you forgive him, you get him off your back and you can move on with the rest of your world. Mark Twain wrote that forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds of the heel that crushed it. Forgiveness is a great act of spirit and personal courage. It is also one of the best ways to elevate the quality of your life. I have discovered that every minute you devote to thinking about someone who has wronged you is a minute that you have stolen from much worthier pursuit. Attracting those people who will help you. We are done with chapter 50. We are moving on to the next lesson, that is lesson number 51. Drink fresh fruit juice. The foods you consume affects your mood as well as the clarity of your thinking. This is why the ancient sages ate only light foods. They knew that anything more would disturb that perfectly peaceful minds they had worked so hard to cultivate and disrupt their meditations on the true meaning of life. If you own an expensive Formula 1 race car, you wouldn't think of fueling it with anything less than a premium grade gas. Anything else would reduce its performance. So, why would you put anything less than best foods in your body, which is even more valuable performance vehicle? Eating the wrong foods in large quantities will reduce your energy levels, affect your health, and prevent your mind from serving you to its fullest capacity. Realizing that for every greasy lunch you have, you will suffer a corresponding reduction in your level of motivation and effectiveness. The first step to developing more disciplined eating habits, more disciplined life, is to have more disciplined eating habits. One of the best strategies I can share with you to boost both your energy levels and your mood is to get into daily habit of drinking fresh juice. One of On the counter of your kitchen at home sits one of my prized possession, one that has added years to my life and life to my ears, my juice machine. Investing in a juicer and discovering the life giving fresh value juice is a smart move. The juices that you can make taste great, and I cannot begin how to describe how wonderful you will feel once you start drinking a glass of strawberry, apple, or orange or grape juice every morning before you leave for work. The book, the best book I have found on the subject is Juicing, is The Juice Man's Power of Juicing by J. Kordich. The recipes Kordich shares is the book that are worth the price alone. Chapter or lesson number 52. We are done with the previous one. We are moving on to the next lesson. Create a pure environment. One of the timeless truths of successful living can be stated simply. Your thoughts from your world, your thoughts from your world. When you focus on your life, when you focus on in your life grows, what you think about expands, and what you dwell on determines your destiny. Life is a self fulfilling prophecy. It gives you just about what you expect from it. As Helen Keller said, no pessimist ever discovered the secrets of the stars or sailed to an uncharted land or opened a new heaven to human spirit. Given this principle, the first step to becoming a happier, more serene person is to manage your thoughts and purify your thinking. One of the best ways to begin this inner work is to improve the quality of your personal environment. After a speech I gave in the large gathering in San Francisco, an elderly woman slowly walked up to me and held my hand, as people in the golden years often do. Looking straight into my eyes, she said, Mr. Sharma, I've listened to your insights for living a better life for the past hour, and I agree with everything you have said. For many years, I have understood that our surroundings shape our mood, our thoughts, and our dream. And so, in every room of my little house, I have a bouquet of freshly cut flowers. I'm not a wealthy woman, but this is one luxury I would never do without. This woman knew that a first class environment is an investment, not an expense. Take a good hard look at your environment. Your thoughts are shaped by the people you associate with, by the books you read, by the words you speak, and by your daily physical surroundings. And you spending your time at work with the negative people? If so, they will eventually make you negative and cynical. Are you watching violent TV shows and mindless videos at home? If so, your mind will go restless and noisy. It is a space you work in a bright, colorful, and inspiring. Over the coming years, take steps to make the environment you work in a better one. You will quickly detect improvements in the way you think, feel, and act. We are done with this chapter, with this lesson. We are moving on to the next lesson, that is lesson number 53, Walk in the Woods. You will never go wrong by spending time enjoying the nature. There is something particularly special about walking in the woods. Your steps will feel lighter. A deep sense of inner quiet will flood your entire body, and your creativity will flood your entire body, and your creativity will flourish. As the famed Italian architect and painter Leonardo da Vinci said, through the window of the eye, the soul regards the world's beauty. Who would believe that a small, serene scene of the nature could contain the images of the universe? My favorite time of the year is autumn. The leaves on the trees reflect the brilliant colors of the season, and it's the perfect time for long walks in the wood. Away from the noise of the city, the values I hold dearest grow clearer, and I can contemplate some of the life's larger questions. Questions that never seem to get answered in normal crush for the daily routine. I can stop by a small stream and relax on the moss covered rock or inhale the fragrances that only who walks on the wood truly experiences. Well, I leave these voices of nature. I'm a new man. I'm more alert, more energized, and more alive. Many of the great wisdoms traditions have emphasized the restorative power of the regular walks in the wood. This life is giving discipline, never fail to yield a bounty of welcoming results. We are going to the next lesson, lesson number 54, that is get a coach. One of the most effective ways to improve your personal and professional effectiveness and to rise to a new level of excellence is to find a mentor or coach you. Success in business and in life is a connect the dots process. All you need to do is to find out the habits, discipline, and strategies that others have used to obtain their results and connect the dots by duplicating their actions. Once you follow the steps they have taken, in order they have taken them, and in the order they have taken the steps, you are bound to get the same results. A personal coach can illuminate your path, encourage you when the time gets tough, and shave years off the learning curve. In my own life, I have been blessed with many mentors, people who have shown me fundamentals of effective living and guided me in the right direction. When I reached the crossroads, the people I found most were the special advisors. By asking people whom I admired one of the most powerful questions of the English language. Would you please help me? Not one of the people I approached refused me to offer the help, the gift of their knowledge, and the benefit of their experiences. Many of my mentors have since become valued friends, and my life would not be what it is now without them. Coaching has become one of the most important elements to a complete program of personal and professional experience. People from all walks of life have recognized this and as one of the best ways to create positive changes and lasting results in their lives. As an executive in one of the monthly life coaching programs I offer in cities across the country recently said, inspirational books help me define my dreams. Being in your personal coaching program showed me precisely how to achieve them while bringing back the balance in my life. We are going to the next chapter, chapter number 55. Take a mini vacation. When you cannot go on a major vacation every week, you certainly can go on a minor one. A mini vacation begins with closing the doors at your office, holding all calls, and relaxing in your chair. Then close your eyes and begin to take deep breaths. Once you feel deeply at peace, begin to imagine you are at your favorite vacation spot. Vividly see the colors, hear the sounds, and feel the emotions that this special place evokes. After only a few times of this mental escape, you will feel regenerated, ready to rest for the day ahead, ready for the rest of the day ahead. When I take mini vacations, I picture myself walking through a mountain meadow. I visualize my feet on the dewy grass and savor the splendor of snow. Cat Mountain in that frame is the ideal scene. In the background, I hear the sound of water from the waterfall and imagine all the flowers that fill this field smell like. Our minds are extremely potent device. The subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between an image that we envision and the one that is real. So, this little technique actually fools it into thinking that we are taking this quick break from our daily routines and invokes many of the wonderful physical benefits of real vacation.